Okay, let's set this off. Music time.
Oh. Turn it up, turn it up.
Oh, shit.
Turn it up.
Oh, shit. The new joint.
That's how you set the mood right there. It's going to be an angry podcast.
Oh, shit. We're back, bitches. Let's good googly moogly up in here. Nobody's podcast. It's Neil. Nelson's out for this one. We got Chris filling
You're
in.
stuck with me, motherfuckers.
Oh, what's up? Bringing it back to you, holiday edition. Let's set it off, bitches. We got the new joint, Magna Carta Holy Grail. We got Jay-Z and motherfucking Rick the Roast the Bones. What's that one called?
Oh, buddy, I was all the way over here. I was freaking out.
Fuck with me, you know it. Check that one out. Cop that. Hot shit.
Steal that off the internet.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So we're just amped up because nobody's got to work today. So
We don't have to work today.
Yeah. We don't got to work. It's the holidays, and it's pretty much this time of year to work is pretty pointless if you ask me, because shit all going on. Like, seriously. When it's holidays, you don't get in the mood to work. Like, it's harder to get back into it.
When people tell me they're working today, I'm like, you're not fucking working.
Exactly.
Don't tell me I can't go up tonight because I gotta work in the morning. I know what you're doing in the morning.
It's more work to go in and pretend you're busy.
When you're having coffee and Bailey's out with your boss at 8:30 in the morning, you guys aren't working all day. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh man, yeah, I used to hate
trying to justify your salary.
I used to hate or really resent where I'd be working if they had us come in, you know, and I'd have like buddies that wouldn't have to work like days up to leading up to Christmas or the time between Christmas and New Year's. Because let's face it, everything's on shutdown, man. People are going Boxing Day. They're cleaning their houses.
Just take it off. Use some of that vacate time you have. Everybody burns it. You're not doing anything.
There's nothing going on. It's a big fucking charade. So how was your Christmas?
You know, a lot of booze, a lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of overindulging, which is...
Oh, man, if I've been, like, on a 4-day bender, like, it's got to stop, but, you know... I'm having a pause for this thing. As soon as I leave here, it's back to the booze.
Yeah, back to the reality of overindulging. Overdoing it. Yeah, the gluttony of just fucking food and desserts and booze and...
Sloth. 4 days. I don't even eat anymore. You show up to someone's house and they're handing you a drink.
I'm almost certain that's how the whole New Year's resolution thing, aside from the time, like a new beginning, is most people feel like the shittiest they can feel. Oh. So they're like, let me. All I can think of is getting into the best I can feel.
Yeah, I went to the gym today. That's what everybody's talking about is their New Year's resolution. You know, those people are going to sign up for 2 weeks and realize, oh shit, I got to work out hard.
Oh, buddy, shit. And let me tell you, I think it's worse if you're a regular and you look the same all the time. And how many of those people do you know?
Oh, buddy, when you go to the treadmill, and it's on 1, and you watch 2 episodes of Seinfeld and go home. Fuck you.
I went one time. And a regular that you and I know comes in.
I know this
buddy, I swear to God, he talked to me for at least 22 minutes. Okay, I'm cooling down from my workout. I go, another buddy of his comes in. They start shooting the shit. He's kind of putting weights on the machine, but he's not doing it.
He's touching things.
He's putting shit on, but he's taking stuff off, not actually working out. Then he gets away from that. He's shooting. You see the hands flailing. He's telling a story.
He's like the mayor there.
He goes back. Yeah, the mayor of the gym. He goes back onto the treadmill. He finally starts moving on it, starts talking to a guy.
Yeah.
But this guy's talking his ear off, so he stops the treadmill. And now they're not even moving. They're just talking to each other. And I'm like... Okay, I gotta check out. I gotta fucking go. I'm like, you did fuck off for 90 minutes.
I've been
hilarious.
Here for 2 hours, and his wife's like, yeah, he goes to the gym every day.
Oh, my God. And the funny thing is they were talking about to get significant changes in your body, you gotta change your diet, right? And he's like, I know what I gotta do, but I can't do it. I'm like, how about you're not even working out when you come here?
Like I said, I was there today, but he was like, I ate this and the pasta that and the turkey here.
I think it's the same guy.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? You're not working out before you ate that way. It's just a difference.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
But I hate the gym starting night. Like in the new year, you have all these fucking millions of people in there pretending to good intentions, but they don't got what it takes.
Every year, it's fucking ridiculous. People are like sheep, man. Like,
just be happy that you're ugly.
It's just. Yeah. Okay. Pick the ugliest you're most comfortable with and stick with it and run.
Buy better clothing. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. We're already dressing for comfort. But then again, you try to do the Lululemon thing and get comfy, and then the CEO rips on you for having an ass too fat to fit in them. So you can't win, man. Just don't listen to anybody. Get comfortable. Get comfortable in your own shit.
That's the toughest part, man.
So you were telling me about weird gifts. Tell me about this weird gift.
Oh, so, somebody that I can't mention on the air. It's like, buys a, it's different between us and Americans. Like,
oh, for sure.
This girl I know is trying to think of a gift for, this guy. Oh, he's American. What am I going to get him? I'll give you one guess. Obviously, she's buying him a gun.
A gun?
Yeah, full-out gun. Who buys a fucking gun?
Oh, my God.
I want to know. I want people to call in and say how many guns they bought for Christmas.
How can you... I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, when you're buying... So there's a lady buying for a man.
Yeah.
Buying him a gun. Like, what do you do? Do you go to a gun shop and you're like... and the gun owner's like, well, how tall is he? What is he like? What is he into?
Here, I'm sure you'd have to register. In the States, and you just give him the cash and you're good.
Can you have a firearm here? Aside from hunting rifles.
That's it, I think.
Like, can you have a handgun here?
I don't think so.
Well, good. I don't want that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that whole argument that the right to bear arms is just a crazy thing, Like, here, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Do you know anybody here that has a gun?
No, I really don't.
Maybe
a couple guys that have hunts. I suspect they have guns. That's how crazy it is. I don't even know that they do.
Maybe they have a rifle. They shoot pheasants.
I heard a rumor that a friend of ours has a handgun, and I said, you can't have a fucking handgun, but supposedly you can. So.
Yeah, if you have like a handgun in Canada, you're a gangbanger. That's what
So is it illegal, or can you have a licensed one?
I don't know.
But, okay, anyways, going back to this gift, how the fuck do you buy a gun as a present on the holidays?
Like, pay for the money, and then he had to go register it, so you gave him just the card for Christmas. I don't know how it worked, but I was just like...
So she didn't actually get
the physical...
She can't
purchase it because he's got to register it in his name. The whole thing was just a fucking debacle. All for
So it was a gift card for a gun.
Pretty much. I'm buying people gift cards at Best Buy. Just
just get the one you want. And which reminds me, and I'll pull this scene up. You guys got to see a classic scene. There's this channel on TV right now that's free. They're trying to rope you in to subscribe to it. It's called the Rad Channel. It's a total testosterone channel.
All right,
Yesterday I watched Commando, Bloodsport. I watched fucking Beverly Cops. Oh. Yeah, Beverly Hill Cop. Like, they had every testosterone 80s movie, gun-toting, karate.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they don't. Oh. Well, Expendables 3 is coming out. Oh. And we'll talk about that lineup.
Don't get me started on those.
Oh, my God. Remember Terminator, the gun shop scene?
Yeah.
Hilarious. I'm going to throw it on right now, but I've never... Check it out, YouTube, Terminator 1 gun shop scene. We're going to play it for you. Basically, Schwarzenegger comes up to...
this is when he still couldn't speak English at all.
Yeah.
We got to write a movie where he can't talk.
He's lining up the kill. He finds 9 Sarah Connors in the yellow pages, and he's gonna off all of them. But he has no weapons, so he goes into the gun store, and this is his order. I can imagine this girl. This is what she did, trying to order these guns.
This is every American on the weekend.
Okay, we got to get this going.
Play this shit.
Holy shit! It's taking a bit to load. Terminator 1 gun shop scene. It's the fucking best.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to end up watching this whole fucking movie.
So, he walks into this gun shop.
Look at him.
He's dressed like a punk rocker.
Off-gauge auto loader. What's Italian? You go pump or auto? The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
It's a brand new. Just got the new. That's a good gun. Just touch the trigger, the beam comes on, and you put the red dot where you want the bullet.
He's trying him out in the shop.
Anything else?
Phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range.
Hey, just what you see, pal.
Uzi 9mm.
Uzi! Your favorite word.
Doesn't he close this guy when he asks him to pay for it?
Here we go. So what would it be?
All.
All of them.
You close early today.
I'm going to close early today. Yeah, you are.
15-day wait on the table.
Permanently closed.
Can't do that.
Brilliant. A classic scene. And you wonder why they don't make movies like that anymore. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, he goes in, he rides up 3 out of 4 guns he gets. One of them is not even there. It's probably like a futuristic gun. He goes, just so you see, pal.
Then he's loading the shotgun. Oh, you can't do that.
I think, yeah, wrong. He's like, I'm going to close up early today. Yeah, oh yeah. You're closing. You're closing for good.
Thanks for the foreshadowing. What did I see on was it yesterday that Bloodsport was on?
Bloodsport was on, yes.
Van Damme was a badass back then, no?
They made that movie on $1 million budget. And
everybody made a movie on $1 million
it's
budget.
just, things were so simple back then, man, which is why I think, like, YouTube channels, podcasting, you know, like, you don't have the restrictions that you do. I mean, too many hands get involved in making of shows, movies, too many politics, too many creative minds.
Well, back then
they want control over everything. Like, you write something,
prank and start killing people, and everybody's
yeah, exactly. Just get like the biggest guy with the toughest attitude that can kick ass, and let him go to town.
Yeah.
They don't just let you do that anymore. It's
Who's
all
your special effects coordinator?
too much special effects.
We didn't bring one. We didn't get one.
But that scene to me, coined your favorite phrase, the Uzi, because there's a number of times when Chris is talking about like just oozing everybody. So we're
on my angry days.
Yeah, well, you're always angry.
Buddy.
So
buddy.
Crazy.
Let's get angry right
We talked about it last podcast. Tony Romo is officially fucking out. He will not be playing. He's on injured reserve for.
When I heard this, I was like, I fucking hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, we know you.
What a blessing in disguise for them.
We know how much you hate the Cowboys. So, week 17 of the NFL playoff regular season is coming up.
These games are going to be awesome.
And there's some big-time scenarios. Every game is a divisional game. And we were just kind of rifling through the schedule. And there's a lot of games that, whether they're in the playoffs or not, I mean, can dictate whether they get the first round bye. I just read of the last 3 Super Bowl champions, 3 of them had the bye week the last 3 years.
Really?
That's what it said. I don't know.
No, because the Giants never had the bye.
Yeah, or didn't. I guess it said it didn't have the bye week.
I would say didn't.
And I argue, yeah, you got to be hot at the end of the year. So I don't think
that's all that matters. Let's put it this way.
Having a week off is as beneficial.
If Dallas goes in with Kyle fucking Orton and beats Philadelphia and goes to the playoffs, what happens to Romo next year?
It's not a controversy.
Really?
I don't think so. I think Jerry Jones...
That guy can't seal the deal on anything.
Jerry Jones is the most...
fucked up owner in the NFL.
Loyal fucking fan, yeah, but delusional at the same time. It's just crazy. Like, okay, so set the stage. Romo's out. Kyle Orton is in. Who are they playing?
Philly, right?
And it's a Monday night game, isn't it? Or, sorry, it's a Sunday night game.
Yeah, it's Sunday night
There's no Thursday and there's no Monday games. They are playing, yes. No, they're playing Philly. Oh, yeah, they are playing Philly. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about them playing Chicago for some reason.
No.
They're not the same division. Okay, so, yeah, you've got Philly and Dallas. Philly's on a hot streak. When Philly started off this year and they had all those weird signs in that college offense, and they blew out, I think, Washington first game, I was like, holy shit, they're going to set a record. But then they came back to earth real quick.
I knew Vic wasn't going to last all season.
Yeah, same story with Vic.
Yeah, big surprise that guy's just be a backup for the next 6 years.
He said
money.
He's willing to come back to the Eagles next year.
Well, who else is going to sign him?
Exactly. Why start somewhere else, right? Yeah. And he already knows the offense.
The best job in the NFL is a backup quarterback. You sit on your nuts, you hold a clipboard, and you make millions.
I don't know if fans realize this, but once you put in the second string, you can feel free to put in the first string guy again.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you put in the third, you can't go back to
The first.
The first, is that right?
I think
Okay.
so.
So you can't use 3 guys in one game or anything like that.
Was I telling you that Dallas signed John Kitna?
Yes. So, listen, Dallas didn't even have a third-string quarterback. They were only carrying Orton
You're
and
telling me
Romo.
there's not a kid out there that's been on the practice roster at least?
Well, they
go to John Kitna?
auditioned they worked out 4 or 5
How much
guys.
do you have to suck for you to lose to John Kitna?
John Kitna, he knows the offense.
He knows nothing.
Yeah, and apparently
He's been retired for how long? 3 years?
a couple years he's actually coaching in high school.
Yeah,
and
he hasn't lifted a weight or ran or threw a ball in how long?
there's an article in the Bleacher Report that he's going to donate his entire check, I guess, for whatever game, one game, which is probably still $400,000
Yeah, it's probably
to the high school that he's coaching at. So that's a pretty cool thing anyway. But he's not going to see the field. That's just a...
Kyle Orton first play, blown ACL, John Kitna comes in. Tell me that wouldn't be prime time watch.
Okay, so Sunday night, the stage is set. Probably one of the biggest teams in the NFL, biggest fan base. Who's going to win, Philly or Dallas? 8:30. Philly's hot. Dallas needs it. They're at home. I still say they implode. Dallas has got a pretty bad defense. I've seen...
Yeah,
people just walk all over them.
But to be honest, because Romo's out, they'll run the ball more with DeMarco Murray.
They'll play a more
and it'll be a
conservative...
closer game than if Romo was in trying to sling it around and throwing picks.
That's true. Because, I mean, Romo screwed it up.
the Eagles still take it, but it's a much closer game because of Kyle Orton.
Okay, so here's the scenarios. The Eagles will clinch the division with a win or even a tie. And the Cowboys, if they beat the Eagles, can get the division. And
so it's like a playoff.
It's do or die, basically.
Whoever wins keeps going.
It's playoffs come early there, yeah.
Same the Bears in Green Bay. That's an interesting game to me.
So the winner of this wins the division as well?
That's it. You win, you
but
go on.
there's no chance of a bye for these guys.
No.
It looks like the NFC... Yeah, it looks like the NFC bye is going to be the Panthers and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Niners have wrapped up the other wild card, which puts some nasty physical teams.
See, if the Panthers win,
right,
or if the Saints lose, they're going to have the bye.
Right.
So they got.
So the Panthers are going to get.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get the other bye. So the Seahawks already have it.
But the Saints have to win to get in, right?
Yeah, they do.
See, like this whole week.
But that's crazy. Like awesome. The NFC is far more exciting than the AFC right now.
Look at the Seahawks division. There's going to be a team that might be 11-5 and not make the playoffs.
But basically, the Eagles. Oh yeah, it's going to be the Eagles or Cowboys because of the division. But the Bears. Oh yeah, that's the division game too. The Bears and Packers.
Yeah, whoever wins in.
So the other wild card can be claimed by. Do the Niners not have it? Yeah, they have one.
They're in the playoffs, but where they're seeding is all still football.
Sure, but they already have one wild card.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. Like Arizona.
So it basically,
the records.
I think the Saints are the only ones that can get the other wild card.
Yeah, otherwise Arizona can get it. No.
Oh, that's gay. Oh my God! If Arizona makes it, that's brutal.
Arizona's 10-5, man.
I mean, they are.
Go to the standings. I can't.
I mean, I saw who did they play a couple weeks back, and Carson Palmer threw 4 picks and they still won. I think it was against the Cowboys.
Who were they playing where he threw 4 picks?
That's insane.
The Seahawks. They beat the Seahawks in
Seattle. And he had 4 picks.
Yeah.
Their defense must be stout. Yeah, they are 10-5.
I couldn't win a touch football game in soccer world throwing 4 picks.
Oh my gosh, that's the quietest ugliest 10-5.
See, that's what I mean.
See, the way that the Saints are also 10-5, the way they did it this year, at least it was an exciting 10-5.
But Arizona could potentially go 11-5 and not make the playoffs.
Oh, well, I don't care. That happened to the Patriots a couple years back. But they didn't have Brady, so who cares that year? Okay, Beauty, the showdown. Just to recap, Eagles and Cowboys, top of their division, 1-2, winner takes all.
Yep.
Bears and Packers, 1-2, winner takes all. That's a 4:00 game, I believe. And the Carolina Panthers already have pretty much a bye taken care of. Seattle has that. and the Niners have taken one wild card. So the last wild card spot is either going to be the Saints or the Cardinals.
Which is crazy.
An exciting 10-5 versus a fucking boring 10-5. So let me tell you who needs to take that one. If it's not the Saints, it's going to be brutal.
Well, it's an easy win first round.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a walk through practice for, whoever's going to...
That was awesome. Let's be honest.
Oh,
you
my
can't
God.
predict shit.
Absolutely. It's the boner league for guys, for sure. Okay, AFC, basically...
Steelers Nation!
Steelers still have a shot at it. Denver is a knockdown. New England, Cincy, and Indy have all won the division, but they're all fighting to get the second bye.
Yeah.
The one wild card already goes to KC, and still the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Titans have no chance. The Dolphins, the Ravens, and the Steelers, and the Chargers all have a shot at the other.
It all depends what happens. It's going to be a fucking dog's breakfast.
This is such a mix match. Yeah, because for the Steelers to make it, they need not only a win, they need everybody else in contention to lose.
Yeah.
But is there anyone that, if they win, they're in? Like any of those? It's got to be.
I think Baltimore, they win, they're in.
If Bengals are division champs, but they can get a bye with the Patriots loss, okay? So basically the Bengals, the Colts, and the Patriots are just waiting to see who loses so that they can take the...
It's crazy because no matter if all these teams win or half of them win, it's all going to come down to point spread and this bullshit. Like, it's going to be a fucking nightmare to figure this out.
No, okay, you're right. Basically, the Ravens have the upper hand. Because if they win or either the Chargers or the Dolphins lose, they get the spot. Right, like you said. If the Chargers win and the Ravens and Dolphins lose... So the Chargers need not only a win, they need at least one loss. And then the Dolphins have to win, and same thing. So the Dolphins and the Chargers are in the same boat. They need a little bit of help.
Yeah.
If the Ravens win, they're in. I'd like to see the Ravens in. They're hot.
Fuck that. I would like to see...
I know you hate the Ravens.
Murder.
You got to give credit to Flacco. He's a solid quarterback.
8-7? Get out of here.
The guy's flawless last playoffs. He's got balls of steel.
The worst running
team. He's got... Yeah, worst running team, and he still carries them on his fucking back. Hold my dick. Beast mode style.
This guy had a miracle playoff run, and that was it. He hasn't done shit.
Oh, buddy, that's a pretty good miracle.
Shit before. Fuck him. Fuck Joe.
You haven't seen someone go in the playoffs in that kind of style in a long time. But anyways, you've seen quarterbacks do lesser and come out with the ring.
Yeah, because their defense was solid.
Anyways, it's going to be a fucking Randy playoffs. And let's call Week 17 the playoffs now because it basically is. It's going to be nasty and it's going to boil down to
wild card?
Even that last game Sunday night. So, but we'll recap what happens next week too. First week when they have the Saturday games again.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you what I'm doing on Sunday.
Oh, well, I know where your hands will be on your dick, watching the other on the remote.
We'll be watching football with my pants on all day.
Going from like the hardest sport to one that I used to passionately love with the same amount of joy, but now is probably one of the softest sports.
Probably?
James Harden scored 27 points and only made 2 field goals. Go fucking figure that out. 2 field goals at best, if they're 2 3-pointers, get you 6 points. So basically, he had about 23 foul shots in the game.
That's miserable.
Or he went like 23 of 27.
Because if you touch anybody, you're getting a flag. That guy goes to the hoop part.
Like, how miserable is that?
He gets the call every time.
How do you score 27 points all on free throws? Yeah, here it is. Houston Rockets guard James Harden had quite the game on Thursday. He scored 27 points, 22 of them on the free throw line. So basically, he went to the line. He got fouled 11 times.
Who knows?
Like, how can you make a living doing that? It was like
I want to know what his
his stat line is.
Yeah, what was his percentage?
Oh, there, 21 of 23 free throws. Like, that's insane. What the hell's going on?
It's the NBA, man. It's terrible.
Like, they were calling fouls left and right.
Imagine you were watching that game.
Oh, my God. That game probably lasted 3.5 hours.
Oh, fuck. That was
Do you remember when that referee came out blatantly and said, "Yeah, I'm mobbed up. I don't care. We gave preferential treatment. Here's the guys: Kobe, Iverson, Jordan, D-Wade." Buddy, D-Wade in his rookie year single-handedly resurrected the Heat from a fucking 3-0 deficit against the Dallas Mavericks, and they went, or 2-0 deficit.
Shaq wasn't on the team then?
I think it was 3-0. They were going to lose, and they came back and won 4-3. He basically, I think he set a record for free throws. But they were sneezing on him, and he was getting to the foul line. It was ridiculous.
Think how easy it would be to fix a basketball game.
Oh, super easy. Free throws are the best. You accumulate points, and they stop the clock. Holy shit. Why don't you just give them the points? It's just fucking ridiculous.
I wish Nelson was here. He could talk about soft sports. I'm ripping him, he's not even here.
It's just unfucking believable. Like, how a guy can make a living. He scored 22 points from the line. That's not points. They should change free throws to, a quarter of a point.
You know what? What pisses me off as a guy that hates the NBA is when guys can't even hit those free throws. They call them free throws.
Yeah.
And you can't even hit them.
They're not
At
even
least you
trying.
hit those. That's what we should be doing right now.
Seriously, guys when Shaq didn't care much to hit them, when Dwight Howard now doesn't care much to fucking hit
I don't
them.
mind when it's guys scoring 30 points. So you're a fucking bum and you're not scoring on free throws. Get the fuck out of here.
But seriously, do a little practice in the off time. Holy crap, shoot a
They got the
couple.
Cocaño and the ladies in the off season.
You know what?
Time for free
There's
throws.
only one remedy for basketball. Move the net to 12 feet, and there you go. We'll see another dimension.
Well, it doesn't even look like they're jumping when they dunk now.
Oh, man, this is a sad story here. And what a pathetic gift. Apparently, Tony Gonzalez has called it quits. That's it. This is going to be the last year. We knew that was going to happen. His season totally blew up. And at halftime, they're going to give him, halftime of his final game this Sunday, they're going to give him a half Falcons, half Chiefs helmet signed by, I don't know, Roger
Goodell.
Who cares? Seriously.
Can they let him wear it during the game?
I think this is a kick in the nuts. Because he should have gone back to the chefs.
Oh, think about, I thought he was going to go back to them for sure. Right out in a playoff game in Kansas City.
It was pathetic. Last game that he played against the Niners on Monday night.
Yeah.
John Gruden's poor guy, he's playing a bunch of nothing games. And I said that to you, and he's like, oh, buddy, he's never played in anything game.
He played one playoff game, two playoff games in his career, and that was last year.
And how many years has he played? 17 years? In 17 years, he played in the playoffs once.
See, that's the
and he went 1-1.
The whole, because if he was a quarterback, nobody would be saying he's the best of all time.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But because he's a tight end, he'll still go down as the best.
He'll go as the best of all time for now, right? He totally revolutionized the position.
True, but these guys have to play Gronk would probably murder his stats, but that guy
if he could stay healthy,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, no, 1,000%.
But I was actually having this conversation with someone. When you watch Tony Gonzalez play, he's an athlete, he's smooth as fuck when he catches a ball. Gronk's just a machine out there. That's why he's getting hurt. That guy can't.
Right.
That guy doesn't.
He's physical as fuck. He enjoys blocking. He gets in the mix.
I'm not saying
Gonzalez doesn't hit like that, but you're right.
How to protect his body.
Gronk throws his body everywhere. Yeah,
you're gonna have a short career doing that.
Oh, 1,000%.
But I like it because it's better to watch.
Why? He's still. If you do a little bit of it, you could last 17 years.
Oh, fuck. Already talking about draft picks, eh? Fuck me.
So this is funny. Still on the Bleacher Report, and if you check it out on YouTube, if you take a look... Sorry, guys. Batman and Robin, these two losers, get into Batman and Robin outfits, and they fight a guy in a Spiderman outfit, and they fight an MMA match. And they go 2-on-1. They gang up on him, Batman and Robin style, against the Spider-Man. And you'll never guess what happens.
What was this?
I know, somewhere English. So they start out by doing
stupid shit.
Stupid acrobatic stuff,
They're
right?
actually fighting though.
And just like Batman would, he sends Robin in to fight Spider-Man. And they're literally fighting though. It's not just acting out.
I know, but they look so...
They're fighting in pajamas.
These guys look like 12-year-olds throwing punches.
And Robin is going at it because I think Batman's like telling him, "Look, dude, take this guy out, and then I'll come in there."
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Robin's taking a beating, and Batman's flying around like he looks like Sheldon Cooper on.
On Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
So it's Batman and Robin in a 2-on-1 MMA match against Spider-Man, and the best part is Spider-Man kicks their asses.
Oh, he just.
Yeah. How brilliant is Spider-Man? Because he takes out, later on as you watch, he takes out Batman and Robin quits.
Robin is in the fetal position already.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Where did you see that?
It's on Bleacher Report. It's just funny shit. Yeah, it was brilliant because I think Batman was just sending Robin so he could pussy out. And anyway, Spider-Man wipes out Batman, and Robin quits. It's the best. So.
Those guys look like pencil necks. Just
So, if your dad was in the NFL, what kind of gifts would you expect from him?
no, Ferraris.
Ferrari, yeah. Well, something just short of a Ferrari. Check out Deion Sanders' kids. Deion Sanders put a couple twit pics of his kids in their foyer. Their foyer is bigger than my fucking house. Deion Sanders, you've seen his house, right?
Yeah.
He gets around on a golf cart, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's Deion.
Deion Sanders got 3.
Those are his kids?
Yeah, look at the shit they're getting. His one boy wants to be like a DJ or something. He's got full tilt DJ equipment, better than Tiesto. This is the same kid. He gets a couple GoPro cameras. Look at him. Like, his foyer is full of... And dude doesn't even wrap them. He's got giant cardboard boxes. It looks like the warehouse for Best Buy.
Yeah, they're just ripping shit open. Why is he posting this shit?
Oh, buddy. He's flaunting
What's he
it.
saying? What's
Just
he
like
saying?
his suits. Let's see. Happy kids, beautiful thing. Truth. Let's see here. Shiloh Sanders is into making beats. Meanwhile, he's got this like turntable
Dude, these
system
kids even play
out of this
football?
world. Yeah,
One
GoPro.
yeah.
And who do they think is going to clean all this up? Meanwhile, there's boxes everywhere.
That looks like the bricks fucking warehouse. Look at the size of that box.
Never mind. Look at the marble stairs, and those are like
They did
oversized.
on NFL Network. They had guys going through Sanders' house, and he had like a full basketball court. And all
How big is his house?
I don't know, like Moochie and all those guys from NFL Network. They had like dinner there, and they were going around his house.
And is it true he gets around his own house using a golf cart?
Yeah, well, he's got fucking shit everywhere.
It's insane.
How many Terminators are there? 4,
There's
right?
4. Yeah.
And the 5th one's coming out?
Yes.
That's miserable.
It's just insane. The new one, like I said, is going to have... I didn't tell you this.
Who's playing it?
The new one, apparently they
Bale?
hired... No, what's that guy? Tom Hardy. The guy from
Tom Hardy.
Fighter, the MMA movie. Bane from Batman.
Oh, he is playing?
Yeah, they got his badass to do it. And he's doing a remake of... what do you call it? He's doing a remake of Mad Max.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's too dead for
Well, Mel Gibson's in a little hot water, so
hot water for the rest of his life.
we're
I remember
YouTubing.
watching this fucking... It was like MTV Cribs, only NFL Network, for Deion's place.
Right.
And he had like this, as big as your house is, closet full of suits. And he was telling that they're on a rotation, a 3-year rotation.
So you won't see that suit again for 3 years?
Yeah, once he puts the suit on, it goes like back on like whatever the fucking rotation is, and you see it in 3 years.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we're watching a Cribs edition of Deion Sanders' house right now. He's got friggin' tractor trailers in the backyard to cut his grass. It's just anything.
His brother-in-law?
Yeah, he's got like full-time staff to take care of shit. And just like a
What's
true...
his wife look like? I don't even know that.
The guy's been married 9 times.
Yeah, well, who's his curl?
They're always models. That's his kids.
How many kids does Deion have?
Well, I made a handful that he knows of. This is his indoor
Holy
swimming
shit,
pool.
Look at that pool.
Like, he's got the Playboy grotto inside his house. Like, it's just insane.
This guy is something else.
Like, he's got. Look at this designer furniture with the plastic on it.
Look at his sweater. It's bling.
It's bedazzled. Nothing is ordinary. Everything's extraordinary for this guy. He's got flamingo statues. And the whitest teeth I've ever seen on anybody.
Look, he's got the plastic on the couch like an old Italian nonna.
Is this a gym inside his house?
Yeah, he doesn't work out.
Holy crap. It looks like...
He makes his kids work out.
It's like a Hall of Fame. And a basketball court?
Yeah, he has a full basketball. I remember seeing this now.
Oh my god. This is inside his house?
Yeah, that's his house. That's like your school's, like your elementary school.
No kidding. That was better than our high school. Gym and fitness and
Now you can say his daughter, you go over there and you see this shit.
Oh yeah.
I'd be getting her pregnant quick fast.
Oh yeah, there we go. Barbecue chicken time. Unbelievable. This guy... This is their basement? He has a bowling alley?
Oh, but he's got it all. You can't imagine what this
Why
guy
am I
has.
surprised? Why am I even surprised?
Remember when he was playing on the Ravens and he got that pick six? And I was like, this guy's 37 and still
He's
pick
still
six.
rocking it out. Unbelievable.
Dion.
Yeah, but very few guys could parlay like that kind of talent
There's no shutdown corners, I'll tell you that. Like that.
and make a career like that. Some guys just fuck it up somehow, right? So, good for Dion. And you know what? He managed a way to keep all his money.
Yeah, he's not on, what's that show?
Broke. ESPN
He hasn't
broke.
been on Broke yet?
So what do you know about this movie here? Wolf on Wall Street. Just came out, I think, right?
I had some guys who wanted me to go watch it today, but I'm doing this shit. So.
Anything Leo is a slam dunk for me. So let's check out the trailer. And what is he, like a big-time broker on Wall Street, basically?
He's a big swinging dick. I don't know how. It looked pretty good.
Okay, I'll take that. Check it out, Wolf onAll Street,
He's
the
going to be
official
that guy that
trailer.
everybody wants to be. Money, drugs,
And my name is
booze, women.
Here I turned 26. I need $49 million, which really pissed me off.
Oh, wow.
It's 3 shy of $1 million a week.
A Scorsese film. Okay. Is that McConaughey?
Nobody knows. The stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or you know what it is. The basic thing.
Fucking McConaughey looks ugly as coked out in this movie.
He just lost a lot of weight for recent film.
You're making more money than you need to do.
Well, don't work for you, man.
Yeah, my money take big moves. Take a big
Who's the female lead here?
I don't know, that chick from,
That kind of booze you might want to know. The bureau business.
See, this is what you need. I told you, booze, money, yachts,
He's throwing lobsters at people.
white women.
He was throwing lobsters at the FBI.
They got Kanye in the background on me.
He's throwing money in the garbage. Is this a real story or what?
I don't think so.
Big money sign. They get lost after they stick. This is their gift to pay their bills.
How did Badass get in this movie?
Super bad guy? Jonah?
Safety is first.
Jonah Hill?
Jonah
He
Hill.
doesn't make money.
This is nuts.
Oh, buddy,
This is wild. Don't think this is...
what are they singing?
I have no idea.
Let's go right now and watch
He's
this.
the most coked out guy on the planet. Holy crap. The Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, we're going.
Martin Scorsese. All right.
What's the
nasty.
other movie that someone was just telling you that was amazing? Shit. I
But okay, this is what I want to ask, or what I want to bring up about that point is, and the funny thing is, any guy who's in any kind of finance, works for the bank,
They think that's
they think they're fucking this swinging dick here,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Let me tell you, fucking those guys aren't even Leonardo DiCaprio. But it looks like a good movie. I'm gonna Rotten Tomato it. Give me your guess. What do you think?
I don't even know if it'll be fucking.
It'll be on already. I'm sure it will be. We have this
Oh,
inside
American
joke.
Hustle. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh yeah, I heard that's not as good.
No, I heard it was good.
Yeah. Wolf on Wall Street, 77.
All right.
American Hustle, 94.
Told you. I told
All right.
you that shit's rocking it out.
Okay.
Click on that shit.
We are going to check the... what about Anchorman 2?
Fuck that. That's good.
Audience says 83. Rotten Tomatoes says 94 for American Hustle.
What's the
Wolf on Wall Street opened yesterday. 2 days ago. Audience is 81. Rotten Tomatoes is
There you
77.
go. Some movies out, ladies and gents, when you're beating your knob from now until fucking New Year's.
All right.
Speaking of New Year's.
Yes. What's the deal?
Fuck.
What?
Everybody I talk to, you get the people that, are happy to be with the wife at home and do a little snuggling.
You mean we're talking about the debacle that's New Year's and all the hype?
Get your fuck on and go to bed. Then you got the other people that want to go out, they want to party, and then you get the people that got nothing going on and they're fucking miserable. And they're, New Year's is overrated, man. I don't care. But when I hear that means you have fuck all going on.
No, I think if you're the type not to get hyped over New Year's, because I think naturally when you're younger, you want to go out. It's a good time. But you probably had like a bad experience on New Year's, so you're through with it, right? You're jaded.
I guarantee it's because you're fucking single, you're older now, and you got nothing going on. If you had something going on, would you be like, nah, you know what? fuck New Year's Eve. And then those people that say it to me, I'm like, oh, so what are you doing?
Right.
Nothing, man. It's overrated. No, it's not.
But they choose not to have something going on. They could be a part of something if they wanted to.
No, see, I don't buy that either.
You don't? Like, who's not getting invited somewhere?
When people ask me what am I doing for New Year's, though, I tell them what I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't say, nah, man, it's overrated. I wish I was doing something else.
But what's your style of a New Year's party?
Well,
Do you like to do the hall, get the ticket, do the 4-course meal, sip the champagne at midnight?
It doesn't matter what you do.
Like,
you want to be around.
Dance,
you want to be around people.
Do you like a good house party, or do you like to go to a
Both.
club?
Like, I can't do the same thing. Like, it's like New Year's Eve to me is like a regular Saturday night out. Some nights you're going to stay in, some nights you're going to go to a movie, some nights you're going to go for dinner, some nights you're going to party like a rock star. It's different every Saturday night. Every New Year's Eve is fucking different.
Right.
Just do something. Don't be 75.
I know people that go hard all year and then take New Year's off.
All right, well, that's legit.
That's smart, too.
But if you ask those people, they're not saying it's an overrated fucking...
They are, because they're like,
I want to see
they
these
pick
people.
and choose when they do it.
Yeah,
one night a rock star party.
It's a one night a week they actually fuck their wives. Okay, baby, you're gonna get it. These poor fucking women.
That's hilarious. They don't. They pick and choose when they go. They just don't go when the amateurs come out, because the amateurs are the ones that spoil it.
That's why you got to be around people you actually like, otherwise you'll go banana peels.
Hey, it's all about the company, right?
Hey, if I cannot cry on New Year's Eve, I'll be happy.
Oh man, but we've had a couple of house parties here the last couple of years, and they've been great. And I like how everyone's coming here. You're in the safety of your own home. You're in the comfort of your own home. You're doing your things. So I've come to like that more so. Actually, friends of ours who were going to go to a dinner dance a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They thought the tickets that they got for the dinner was all-inclusive, meal, champagne at midnight included, right?
Yeah.
End of the night, they got flipped the bill, tip, champagne, and wine at the table, all extra.
On top of whatever they were.
Yeah, good thing they had a little bit of quiche at the end of the night, or else they would have got the handcuffs. They got bamboozled, man.
Oh,
have you ever heard of that?
Good. New Year's Eve. Get fucked.
I mean, like, it's maybe like $120 a ticket, $125, and now they're bango $150 all of a sudden, $160, $170.
The people that do the banquet halls, this is what I find. You're either really young because you're like, you finally turned 19 and you want to dress up and feel like an adult.
Right.
Or you're fucking older and you haven't done something in forever and your friends are like, it's been 10 years since we've done anything. Let's go nuts. I find like people like around our age.
Yeah, that's true. Like in the middle or not.
Take it or leave it. We could go to a house party. We could.
Yeah, well, buddy, people our age are filling their docket with weddings and like babies.
Oh,
like,
buddy.
so that's why.
Some of us are. Fuck me.
Oh man, we got into.
Speaking of babies, holy shit, everyone's.
What?
Did I tell you when I went to my buddy's place in London? And
yeah.
I held this little girl and the kid fucking freaked out.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, so I get there and it's on the third wheel, obvi. Fuck you guys. So I get there and I got this cute little girl. It's 6 months old, and the wife comes to me and she's like, "Do you want to hold this fucking kid?"
Right.
So, my first instinct is
not really, but you don't want to look like an asshole.
Not really. I'm okay to look at it. So I'm honest with her. I'm like, I want to sit down because if the kid fucking pukes on me, it might be like a natural reaction to drop it. If I'm sitting down, I'm okay, right?
Right.
So I sit down. The kid's like kind of asleep, kind of not asleep, whatever.
Right.
She puts it in my hand, and literally the kid takes a look at me for about a half a second and freaked the fuck out. Like,
So you freaked out even more.
oh, fuck. I felt like a total loser. Trying to make me feel better. I was like, she's had a rough day. She's not used to strangers. I mean, you know what? This kid saw right through my charade in a half a
You can't
second.
see. The thing is, it's like a numbers game, like anything.
She smelled the fear on me. That's what it was.
You can't freak out just because the first time you hold a kid, it's not because of you, right? Like, kids are kids. Like, sometimes they just like the scent of their moms. You got to keep holding them. I mean, it's the only way to get over.
It was funny. I was like, Jesus. Oh, I tried. Let's start drinking now.
It's over. So you didn't bother again with the kid? Do you even talk about the kid the rest of the night?
They don't want to talk about it. That's why they're inviting me to their house. So they don't have to talk about their kid for an evening.
Look, as far as I can tell, you can be any kind of parent you want. I've seen people travel to resorts with kids. I've seen them take them out. And I've talked to parents that freak out and they don't even want to try it, right? If you want to be a hermit with your kid, go ahead. But you know what? You want to open mind and try stuff and get over the hard times? Well, fucking take your kid out and go have a dinner. Go do things. Like,
no, that's another thing that I hate. You go to, like, the keg and you're in the lounge area and there's, someone...
And the kid's crying?
A kid, a husband and their wife got this, baby bucket full of kid.
Yeah, well, I don't agree that you should be taking the kid all hours of the night, right?
You know what? I'm trying to have a nice dinner here with this Dave. This kid's spoiling the mood. Get a babysitter for 3 hours.
Yes, I know people that freak out when there's just a flurry of kids all over the place.
People are always like, it's expensive to buy to get a babysitter. To go out for dinner, you can't flip a 10-year-old fucking $10 to watch your kid for 2 hours.
Oh, here's a dumb survey. Are you ready?
No, here we go.
Survey: 42% of people with smartphones keep them with them 24/7. No fucking shit. With the amount that you pay for it,
I want to know the over 50% that aren't.
Don't. Yeah, no kidding.
Where the fuck is your phone?
Let me tell you, I've had my house for about 2 years, and we haven't had a landline here, and I will never get a landline. There's no fucking point.
I haven't had a landline my whole life.
I mean, we're just coming into that age. Obviously, you got to have it on you for 24/7. Plus, it's a computer now.
Yeah.
Phones are computers. You do everything from instant messaging to tweeting to Facebook to email.
It's a good segue into something.
My phone doesn't have that shit.
No, but that's what I mean. I would expect most people to have their phone on them all the time.
Yeah.
So when I send somebody a fucking message, unless you're like working, like actually in a meeting conference,
right?
I expect a return pretty fast.
Sure.
There's obviously circumstances where that doesn't happen. For the most part, you would expect a message fast.
Right.
What the fuck are these people doing where there's certain people that I message, it's like 8 hours later.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. You hold your standard to everybody else, though.
I guess. Maybe
that's the thing. Like, look at this right here. 42% of people said they hold the phone between 90 to 100% of the day.
Yeah.
Meaning it's at your bedside even when you go to sleep. But the average response said about 17 hours a day. And let's see here. When people said they look at their phone everywhere, it seems they meant it.
I don't know. I would think the people that say...
Young daters in particular said they check their phone while out with someone. Nearly 70% of 16 to 29-year-olds said they would pull out their device at some point versus 23% of those 60 or older. Okay, so there's an age thing too, right? Like, I find the people that don't use them get so offended when you're on yours, in like a group social setting. You're not necessarily with them there to talk to them one-on-one.
A group social setting's fine, but if I was on a date, let's say, or out to dinner...
You can't have that out.
I would never pull out my phone.
Sure.
And if you did that, I would assume that I hate your guts already.
Yeah, she's talking to other guys already.
Yeah.
While hanging out with friends, 15% they wouldn't look at their phone at all, and 56% said they would look at least once an hour. Okay. With friends... Naturally, you're going to do it. But how many times have you seen people out, all 4 people at a dinner table, they all have their phones out not talking to each other?
Like, if you send me a message and I don't answer you right away, either I'm in the gym, I'm on a date.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Other than that, it's in my fucking pocket.
Right.
Or, I'm in a meeting for work or something.
Yeah, you got to.
And you'll get a message an hour later.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I think the people are saying they're not holding it as much as at 70%. I hold it 70% of the 17 hours. They're lying.
It's almost all the time. Okay, half the time people are texting. 50%. 12% of the time it's phone calls. 15% using Facebook, Twitter, Vine, Pinterest, whatever the fuck.
Fuck all that.
And then the other 70% of the time email. See, that's it right there. You can do so many things with your phone on you all the time. So when someone looks at me and I'm using it and they don't have theirs, how the fuck do they know that what I'm doing isn't important enough to take? Right? Just because it's on a cell phone.
I don't even think twice when I see someone on their phone.
Yeah.
Everyone's on there.
I figure it's important.
When I see people on a date, you go to a restaurant and there's a guy and a girl sitting at a table and they're both on their phones.
Right.
You're too miserable.
Okay, let's just get to the root of this whole thing. It annoys you when you text someone and they don't get back to you right away. Is that right?
No. That's a whole different thing.
Or is it flow? Because you're trying to hold a conversation, but you can't if they don't respond quickly enough.
If it takes you a long time to message me back.
What kind of shit are you talking about?
Let's just say I say hey.
Do these immediate answers? Yeah, hey, whatever. I'll answer you when I can.
Yeah, which is fine.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
It's 6 hours later you get a hey back.
Right.
And then, my phone's on me, so I'll respond.
Right.
And then it's another 6 hours before they respond to that.
Right.
It's now I'm just it's useless.
So, okay, here's a text etiquette thing, and I've never seen a book or anything on this.
You should write one, because it's miserable.
Well, maybe we need to develop one. But here's the thing. If you get a message like, hey, and clearly it's to start a conversation.
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of not being able to start a convo, should you answer or should you wait when you can go back and forth?
I would wait.
So you would wait so that you could reply back and forth.
Yeah.
Right.
If I was literally doing something where I couldn't actually engage in the conversation, what's the point of saying the hey back?
Right.
You're just an asshole.
And just leave it at hey.
Yeah. Hey, and then, nothing else.
No, it's worse if you get the conversation, hey, what are you doing right now? And then you go take off for another couple hours.
Yeah. They write hey, you write hey back, and then they say, they get into the conversation, and you're fucking sitting on the toilet doing
You're back out.
Fuck you.
What about when you're talking and you're texting and then you never formally say goodbye, they say something and you just leave it for a long time.
See,
I think that's acceptable now. You get used to it. You're like, okay, you didn't reply or whatever.
I don't think it's a bad thing. It depends who you're talking to.
Yeah, you got to know who you're talking to. Right?
If it's me and you, for instance,
right.
I don't even think twice about it.
Sure.
If it's your girlfriend or your wife or a chick you're trying to, I don't know. It's fucking lazy. It's lazy to me.
To not end it.
Yeah.
Not say I'm doing
this.
Just
say, hey, I gotta go fucking, I don't know, do this. I gotta go beat my nuts over here.
Right.
Just say you're out.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
That's the other thing, though. If I start texting with a chick,
right,
at some point I'm just gonna say, do you want to talk on the phone or go out?
Right.
Because if it's a no, what's the point of me fucking texting you anymore?
Right. Well, then why don't you end up in conversations and talking?
I do.
When you can.
No, the ones that take too long to fucking get it going, then I...
If someone's taking too long, why don't you just say, why don't we chat sometime instead?
No,
get to the phone call sooner.
Oh, buddy, I'd push the envelope on everything. I'm not texting back and forth for 10
minutes.
Well,
that's your fault, because you're letting it go. And now you're creating...
No, I don't let it go.
Now that person's reading into, this is acceptable to talk every 2.5 days if that's what my time allows.
Oh, well, that's a whole different...
See, texting, that's the bottom line. Is it hasn't been formalized because it's informal, and people frankly want to keep it that way. You don't want to have an informal type of communication with all these fucking rules, because that's the whole point, to hide behind your text, to lose context, to screw up context. You can make fun of them, but not make fun of them. You can tease them.
Well, that's the other thing. You can't get tone in a text.
Sure.
So you can't assume anything in a text. I get that all the time from girls.
But it's funny when you know the person and they're always sarcastic. So whatever they send you think is like, this guy's being sarcastic. But they're like, but maybe they're not.
Yeah, maybe they're being real. That's what I mean. You can't understand tones.
Right.
You gotta just take it as take it with a grain of salt every text you get.
I guess so. But you know what? Let's just do everybody a favor. Let's not create any rules around it. Texting is informal and leave it as that. Right?
Just some are better than others.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll leave it at that.
But it's amazing now when the kids that have cell phones sooner and smartphones in particular, they're using email, social media, and texting. And look at that. The phone is 12% use. I mean, there was probably times when there was, what's the 88%?
Well, the thing with the phone is when you're on the phone, whether in your relationship or whoever you're talking, it's more serious because you can't go back and forth on a text.
Right.
When you're texting, but when you're on the phone, it's just one person. When you're sometimes I'm texting 6 different people
at the same time,
6 different conversations.
Right. Like I'm saying,
you can't.
There was a time where the phone would have been more than 88% use. Maybe even 90, 95, 98%. People didn't even text. Now it's almost the exact opposite. They're usually using the phone 12% of the time.
Guaranteed.
So these cell phone plans give you all the minutes in the world, but who gives a fuck? Because you're not going to use it. Like your favorite 10. I don't have 10 people that I call all the time. I'll text, 30 to 40 people all the time.
Cell phone fucking companies just fuck you here.
It's just changing. It's just changing the whole mode of conversation, and it's changing how relationships happen. Like kids in future will probably never even talk to you anymore. They'll set up, they'll create, and they'll date all through text, and they'll also break up by text. Right? What do you think about breaking up by text?
Depends how long you've been in it.
So it is acceptable. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Well, what are you going to do? Drive to the girl's house, take her out for a coffee to break up with her?
That's what people do. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
God, it doesn't what I mean.
You can't do a face-to-face breakup?
I am a fan of the face-to-face.
Oh, you were just answered that,
But it depends how long you've been going at it for.
Really?
If you've been dating here and there... Yeah, fuck it.
That's not dating, though. See?
Well, define dating, then.
Okay, dating can't be like, we went out a couple times and we know, we talk. Dating is like...
I've been hitting
longer than that. Yeah, exactly. You know what? It's all about that. When do people start sleeping with each other? That's how, when you're adults, not kids tend to pick sentimental dates. When you're adults and there's that awkward, when did we start? When do we consider ourselves together? Isn't it when you say you're not sleeping with other people?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, there you go. That's a hilarious anniversary. So there you go.
When I started slinging it to
yeah, when you said you were exclusive.
From whatever. That's like a date to pick.
That's so funny.
It's not going to stay that way.
How romantic.
I know.
Oh my God. So it's acceptable to break up by text.
Depending.
If you're not in
I'm an in-person type of guy. I want to do it. Tell me you hate my guts in person.
Well, you can't date not in person, so you got to break up in person.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, that's insane. That's just the complexities of relationship and dating.
Well,
Tell me, if a guy has been dating a gal for a couple of years and they break up, and she goes into another relationship, and this guy's kind of puttering around, he dates here and there, but he's never into anything serious, but she is, and she's not getting what she wants, and she calls the guy and says, look, I'm all in if you are. I'll drop the bum I'm with now to get back with you. What is that guy supposed to think? Is he supposed to feel the compliment that she wants me back? Or is it what the fuck's wrong with you? You're just going to leave the guy you're with?
I think that she's an idiot because what she should have done is said, I got rid of this deadbeat that I'm with, and I'm all in with you if you want to be. Right. If you're not, I'm flying solo.
But still,
when you say that, all I think is she's got her hand on one branch and she's trying to put her hand on the other branch before she lets go.
Exactly.
So if I say no, you're going to stick with this guy?
That's
Fuck
true.
You.
That's true.
Forget it. Beat it. I'd be like,
but if she's not already,
if she says I got rid of Johnny Limp Dick over here and I'm ready to rock with you, whether that's a clear she's all in.
Right.
Until that, she's not in.
And what's going on in that guy's mind, though, as far as him? And and his feeling, or girl, if the girl's,
It doesn't matter.
if the guy
you
comes
take
back
it as a
and
compliment,
like,
and you
it's
say,
not going along with this girl, I want to get back together with you. Is that person flattered, or is that person like, nah, get the fuck out of here? It didn't work once. Why would it work again?
Depends who it is.
Well, I want to know why people think it'll work again. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's when it's over, it's done with. Like I can't see people changing.
I've been in a number of relationships where when it's over, it's like, yeah, that did not work.
Right.
But there's ones where like you change or you realize things,
And you think you can get back together again and make it work?
it's like a backup quarterback. He goes in his first couple games, he fucking sucks. So next thing you know, he's a fucking stallion after next year. Like,
So he got better, and then
he got better. He understood the game better. He performed better. Everything's better.
so the chemistry's gonna be there now because this person's got more
Well, it
experience.
depends what it is. You can always have chemistry, and it doesn't work out for some other reason. It doesn't have to be chemistry.
Right.
If chemistry is your problem, there's no way it's working.
I guess it depends what the reasons were.
Yeah,
To break off
It's a
before.
mixed bag. You can't. There's so many different reasons for it to work again or not to work again.
Right.
You got to look at each situation.
Okay, but I want a definite answer. My definite answer is if you're the person getting called back by the ex who wants to get back with you, I say, nada! It's not going to work again. It didn't work the first time. I don't see what significant changes can make it. You're better off. I think the percentage of having it work out and being a healthier relationship is better if you move on, finding another person.
Yeah.
With a fresh, clean slate as opposed to relive. Because I think when you go back, you're always going to relive some of the things that you had as concerns before.
Yeah.
You're not going to fix everything.
Okay, what if you're the person asking to be taken back?
Well, it's your fault. You seriously, you're gonna you're pretty pathetic
So
yourself because you're exactly what you said. You're like, oh, okay, I can't have it here, so I'm going to try to get it back over here. Like, seriously, you got issues yourself. You shouldn't be in a relationship, period.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
Okay, so give me, what do you think, though, as a person being asked? Do they take that relationship and give it a shot again, or do they not?
I don't know. I can't give a definite
No definitive answer. Everything. And that's the bottom line. The real answer is it's different for every situation.
Yeah.
I just think, like, you know what, I don't think that will work out. I'm just saying,
You're
coming from
fucked
another...
whether you go back, you're fucked if you've tried something new.
From another relationship, though, that's what really complicates things. I believe people can change on their own and then come back in.
I would agree with that.
Okay, but not when you're leveraging another relationship to get back in.
Then you're
Because you're not getting what you want.
Yeah, you're just as fucked.
Frankly, I think you're not going to find what you want, and you're always searching for it in someone else. Right?
Yeah.
So, and that's what people do. We put all our hope in different things,
Yeah.
be it material or other people or...
And people freak out at this time of year, so I got a little advice for everybody. Wait till February to make any decisions.
Yeah, exactly. When it's Valentine's Day, so
Yeah.
go from one lonely to a romantic lonely.
After February 14th, then you can fucking make a decision.
Anytime you're feeling something, step out of the situation and ask yourself, what are the circumstances right now? Is it because it's Christmas? Is it because it's New Year's? Is it because people are getting together? Is it because it's fucking Valentine's Day and people are paired up?
Who knows?
Right?
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, a men's show that talks about relationships. Because there's enough women that talk about them. And actually, there's not enough men and women that talk about them together. But then someone's going to give up the secrets and everyone's going to figure it out, right?
If someone's got the secrets, you're our next guest. Bring a pad and a paper and write that shit down.
Oh, man. Love and careers, that's what it's all about,
Oh,
right? And at the end of the day, you're like, where the hell did my life go?
That or pets.
Yeah, all that hoopla, and it's like, where did the time pass?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God. Just insane.
New Year's around the corner.
Yeah, New Year's is coming.
Clean slate.
Are you big on resolutions?
No, that's all bullshit.
Right. But do you not at least take it as an opportunity to examine a timeline, what you want to do for the year?
No, because if you're examining your year at the end of it, you're too fucking late. And if you're making resolutions at the beginning of it,
No, I mean, like, looking forward to stuff anyway. Like,
I look forward just every day is New Year. New Year's means fuck all. Other than work. Work is like you start from scratch. But everything else is, I guess everybody's going to take a little you know, whether you take a personal moment or you actually talk about it or you make a resolution.
Right.
I don't think if you're not constantly trying to make yourself better, you're a fucking waste of time.
Yeah, because what the hell are you doing here?
But those people are like, I'm going to go to the gym and drop 30. Forget it.
Yeah, we always overlook
That's not happening.
the power of doing something on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, everyone looks at the big picture. Bango, I got to lose 30, therefore I got to lose 10 in the next week. You know, get like a huge start.
The thing with resolutions is people always... They're going to be hard work, whether it's losing weight or finding a new job or being
Making
a better
more
husband
money or doing
whatever
this.
the fuck it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't think about that for 5 seconds, make a fucking statement like that, and not be ready for the work involved. That's
Right.
what pisses me off about people.
Right.
Just don't say anything and just be better next year.
You got to think about it, though.
No, I agree.
You gotta be
if you're only
comfortable with-
thinking about it on New Year's Eve while you've got a ton of
But
fucking...
I'm saying naturally you're going to think about it New Year's Eve because it's the beginning of the year. Frankly, if there was no New Year's Eve, there's no calendar, there's no restart, people are never going to think about it, right? It's like I thought about Christmas. It's like there's a lot of people I would not see if you didn't say this day was Christmas. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I agree.
So
But
you gotta
that's
have
the first
some
time
kind
you're
of-
thinking about it. You're full of shit.
No, obviously I've thought about it in the past, right? But here I am, it's like, oh, the hoopla of this shit. But at the same time, if someone didn't make it a definitive day, then I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, first of all, when it comes to resolution, you got to be comfortable in your own skin. And you have to be honest with yourself. You got to be like, look, frankly,
Honestly with yourself is the toughest thing on the planet.
Exactly, and I think that's the reason why. The goals are set either with delusion or they're not kept, period, for as long as they need to. Yeah, exactly. Because you got to be honest about what you can do. Right? Everybody sets goals on what they want. You know, like, yeah, I want to make, like, you know, a couple 6 figures this year. Like,
Yeah, but then no one's ever thought about
and I
what
want
that
to
would
lose
take to do
a couple dozen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck you. You're
Think
full of
about
shit
the
then.
reality of what you got to do and if you're capable of doing it. I think when it comes to, like, I'll take the gym in particular. Every guy there wants to lift the house, right? Mm-hmm. And all you think of is, like, moving in increments of, like, hundreds. I was saying to Nelson before, like, you and I have gotten really strong in the gym.
Yeah.
In the past, and you still do. And I say I don't do that anymore because it's just not what I want. I'm killing my body.
And you're smarter than me.
Okay, and yeah, you want to stick to it longer. It makes you feel good longer than it did me.
I gotta be shut off ready at all times.
There you go. And meanwhile, my stuff works, but it's not broken. So
my shit looks like it works, but it's broken.
So I said to Nelson, most guys think of it like, okay, I want to lift the house. I want to lift 400 pounds. This week I'll lift 100. In a month I'll lift 200. In 6 weeks I'm going to lift 350. And bang, 7 weeks I'm going to be at 400. I go, if you only knew the shit I went through and how many different programs to get that far.
Yeah.
I told him, it took me like half my life to get to where I wanted to be strength-wise. And that, you know what was the worst part of it? At the end, it wasn't very satisfying because who was I bragging to, right?
Just
you can only tell, you tell yourself and you feel like this is not very satisfying. Between me and you, we got a couple high fives, but it's over.
But that's the whole problem with the gym. Though. Like before, I used to go to the gym to hit certain numbers,
Right.
Because you were playing a sport or whatever the fuck you were doing, right?
Right.
And now that we're old motherfuckers, for me, it's just a hobby now.
Right.
Like the number doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Like if someone asked me on the street what I bench, you're the fucking gay or an idiot. Like, what female asks you what you can bench? Right?
Right.
When you don't give a shit about numbers anymore, you just go there because either you want to stay active or you just enjoy it.
You actually have better workouts.
You do have
You have
better
better
workouts.
results.
Yeah,
Right?
You don't
You take
give a
the
fuck.
stress off. Yeah, exactly.
I want to look like I work out. Who cares if I can actually work out?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I've
If
seen
I lift
guys,
200 pounds and look like I can lift 400, that's fine with me.
and we've seen guys that tried so hard, and I swear to you, they were going backwards. It's like they got weaker because they were trying harder every day.
It's
and
like
doing
anything.
the wrong
You got to
thing.
take a step back and look at why you're doing it.
Yeah, and I think people underestimate, like, you saw me do this. There were times where I would not go up in weight, but I would try to crush it as many possible times as I could, right? Like keep the reps high.
Yeah.
And just dominate something that was very manageable. And that made me stronger than trying to do things I could do once or twice.
Yeah.
And the same with, like, what you're doing in your life. Like, if you know to make, 10 more sales, you got to make 1,000 calls. Don't make 500 calls today and another 500 tomorrow. It's not going to work, man. Like, do 50 a day. Do little chunks all the time, right? Like, that's just a small example.
No, I agree.
It's that small. It's the habit. You know what? And I'll tell you why people don't have the great success, because they get bored. They get bored doing the basic stuff, and that's it, right? Like when Chris and I play football together, sometimes we're beating the living shit out of a team, and we can't keep our focus. If we got this game wrapped up by halftime, guess what we're dicking around in the second half? Yeah. We're doing shit. Yeah. Deep ball here, deep ball there. We're like, we're laughing, we're making jokes, And guess what? The other team starts creeping back into the picture when they have no business making plays or stupid shit like that. And I always felt like when we had tougher games down the line, that I blame it on the times that we couldn't take ourselves seriously longer and got bored with just doing the basics. And I'm like, see, we fucked around in that game we shouldn't have fucked around in, and now we're paying the price because we're getting killed on the things we should be doing.
But that goes with, like, you have to be mentally tough with a lot of things. In a lot of
you do. Yeah. It's discipline.
When shit's hard, you got to be, like, it's easier to be focused.
Right.
When shit's easy, it's hard to be, like, to keep that same discipline.
Because we love drama. We love the Kardashians. We love The Voice, American Idol. We can't fucking turn the TV off and talk to each other anymore. It's too boring, right?
Because everybody's bored.
Yeah. We're looking for the housewives. We're looking for the, the fucked up shit. We're listening to, like, rancid podcasts.
Or adding to the rancidness.
Yeah, man. Like, you can't get, like, off the boring. It's just we got to liven up their lives. But I think maybe as you get older, more experienced, you realize that the things that are all flashy and glittery are not what they're cut out to be. Nah. And you put your nose to the grindstone, and that's it. You just, whatever it's worth working for, is you got to work hard at it for a while.
If you're not growing as a human being every day, you're fucking dead to me.
Which is why when you see really people do special things, I think it's not like you're like, wow, they accomplished that really quick. They're like, man, they were born to do that. They do it all the time. They had a talent, plus they worked on it. You know what I mean? No one ever really says, like, oh, shit, they just got lucky. And if you do, you got no fucking clue, right? If you look at a guy like LeBron, he's like, oh, he just got lucky. He just made, after this year, they're going to win 3 championships in a row, and they've made 4 appearances. Were you just going to say that fell in that guy's lap? Like, honest to God, these people work. They know they're talented, and they still work. And
that makes a difference between a regular NBA player and LeBron.
Exactly. And most of us are not talented, and we don't work. So figure that out.
Well,
right?
I always compare that to Jerry Rice. Why is Jerry Rice the best ever?
Right.
Because he had probably the most amount of talent with the hardest work ethic.
Exactly. And that's why you see, like Peyton Manning, right?
Yeah, that's why
the guy's obsessive. I saw a picture of him while he had his ankle injury, in the swimming pool with a helmet on, watching practice on an iPad. So even when the guy can't practice, he's practicing with his fucking noodle, right? Like, when we played together in university, if we didn't have to practice, buddy, you were suntanning.
Let me tell you, if I had my foot in the pool because I was hurt, I was talking to the swim chick.
Yeah, no kidding. You were taking us a day off.
Doing today, or what's going on?
These guys are obsessive, and they work at it constantly, and they don't get sick of it. Right?
That's why I like watching them.
Yeah, I like watching a virtuoso performance. I like watching a talented guy just go out.
Well, this Sunday, buddy, here we go.
We're going to see a culmination of a lot of guys that don't have it but work hard.
Week 17 of the NFL. You got New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we've got a lot of shit going on.
It's going to be good times.
We're going to kick off the year right, and
I don't know about that, but
and go from there. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that big time, right? So, have you decided what you're going to do? Are you going to be here?
Oh, buddy, I'm going to.
Are you going to make?
I'm going to make an appearance.
Are you going to? Yeah, are you going to be all over the place?
I'm going to be all over the place. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to bounce around, see some people. I want to pretend like I'm important.
Well, if it makes you feel important,
I got a lot of places.
then do it. Okay.
I'll hang with the married folk. Go here with the single folk. I'll go here, hang out with the old folks.
Well, if you're here, we're going to have a packed house, and we're going to have a bunch of guests. The other Chris who I was talking about, he's written a couple books. He's going to make an appearance. Possibly we're going to have Joel, who you talked to last time. And if Chris
I'm
is
not
here...
going to talk to that motherfucker.
Yeah, these guys have the right amount of differing opinions. It always ends up for some great comedy.
Right amount of booze, too.
Yeah, exactly. Nelson will be back. So we'll have the special edition New Year's Eve podcast.
Looking forward to it.
I think we threw a lot of shit at you, and we're talking your ears off, but that's the fucking point, and that's why you keep tuning in. So keep tuning in, okay? So, Chris, thanks for coming on.
Always a pleasure, man.
Nobody's Podcast, episode 14. Keep ringing in, chiming in. We love you guys. Take care. A little something here, and we'll clear it out.